Alright, this is flip number 9, and I'm just going to kick off this video by showing you the things that I've bought that haven't sold yet. I may have gotten a little inventory happy, but I'm just trying to spend more of my cash to where hopefully some of these smaller investments will pay off and cover the rest of it. So the first thing that I bought was this troll doll from an estate sale. I also bought these porcelain birds, and also these porcelain birds. I don't know how well these will do. These were just a few bucks, and I thought that it may appeal to someone. I wouldn't want them, but hopefully there's somebody out there that does find value in them, and that's what I'm trying to do. I don't really care if I'm interested in it. I'm just trying to find someone who will appreciate it. So yeah. I also bought this old, almost antique Newman clock. It doesn't come with the case that was originally with it or the key, but I'm hoping that there's still value in something this old. I listed it on an auction for $14.99 with a buy it now for $100, just hoping that somebody makes me an offer on it. I don't think it'll sell for that much. There are some people already watching this on eBay, so I'm hoping that one of them make a bid on it or an offer. The last things that I bought at an estate sale was this old Carnival glass mug made by Fenton, and this Carnival glass water cup that's made by Northwood. I'm not that confident that any one of these single items will sell quickly, but I'm thinking if I can just buy a bunch of unique items for a cheap price, then eventually a buyer looking for that exact item will be willing to pay a higher price. And that will kind of help us cover for the rest of the items that don't sell that well. So the item that I did sell and spend a little bit more money on was a rare buck knife that came from a flea market. I was able to get it for $75, and I put it on eBay as an auction, and it sold for $193.50 before fees were taken out. That was a pretty good find, and I wish that could happen more often. Some people on TikTok have already asked me, how in the world did you find that, or how did you know it was worth that? It does help to know people that do know more about items than you do. In my case, my granddad knows a lot about knives, and he knew that that was worth a higher price than what it was selling for at the flea market. Most of the time, you can find out what an item is by looking at the name on it and then Googling it and then looking at all the products that sell under that name. And then you can type that in on eBay and look and see what they're selling for. Basically, all I'm doing when I'm going out to look for items to buy is just having eBay pulled up on my phone, looking up different items that I see, go to the sold listings and see what they're going for. And if they're going for a lot more on eBay than what I can get it for, then I'll usually buy it. Even though I'm just buying a bunch of random items to resell, I don't really have a broad knowledge about what each individual market is for each item. But I do expect that over time, after looking up items online, that I'll start to have a better knowledge of what certain things are going for. That way I really won't have to look up every single item. I'll just recognize it and know it will bring a pretty good profit. For example, in the last flip, I found out that some tiki mugs were going for more on eBay than what I found them for. So I bought those after looking them up, but if I see them again, they'll catch my eye, and then it will make my time more efficient when I'm looking for things to buy. I'm definitely not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to reselling. I'm just trying to figure out what works, and then hopefully over time, this process will be a little bit more efficient, and I'll have a better knowledge of some things. And right now, I'm definitely not focused on any certain thing. I'm just trying to find good deals. I'm hoping by the next flip that at least some of my inventory will have sold off, but I do think it'll prove to be profitable over time if we're a little patient on some of those items. I am hoping in the next few flips that I'll be able to find some more expensive things that I can spend some more cash on that I'm confident will bring a good return, but I don't want to rush into anything that I don't know about. So for these more expensive items, I really do want to be confident that it will bring a higher price. I don't want to buy something really expensive and then not be able to sell it and then be stuck with a small amount of cash again to where it would really hurt our growth. So this was the most profitable flip that we've had so far. So I'm hoping that this trend continues and that we'll be able to really start to snowball in the coming weeks. My friend suggested that I keep this guy in all my videos until he sells, so you may see him again. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I tied him to the ceiling fan. I'm gonna stop him now.